For nearly 4 decades, Amethi operated as a political fortress. From 1980 to 2019, this patch of Uttar Pradesh reliably delivered parliamentary seats to the Nehru-Gandhi family, passing influence down an unbroken generational line. The results here were widely treated as a foregone conclusion. While other districts engaged in fierce electoral battles, Amethi remained in a holding pattern, returning Gandhi leaders to power election cycle after election cycle without serious challenge. Then came 2019. In an outcome that caught the national media entirely off guard, a 20-year incumbency was erased overnight. The BJP's Smriti Irani claimed the seat, defeating Rahul Gandhi by over 55,000 votes. The turbulence continued. Just 5 years later, in 2024, Congress loyalist Kishori Lal Sharma reclaimed the district. The supposedly predictable electorate had proven itself highly combative, willing to eject whoever held the throne. National headlines tend to frame Amethi as a mere chessboard for Delhi's elite to play out their power struggles, but treating the local voters as pawns misses the forces driving these massive swings. Evaluating these shifts require looking past the ballot box to a local identity built on centuries of rebellion and a modern push for industrial survival that finally boiled over. Geographically, Amethi sits deep within the Awadh region of Uttar Pradesh. It is a flat, intensely fertile expanse of the Indo-Gangetic Plain, bordered by the Gomti River, and built on a strict agrarian backbone. Its political history, however, is anything but quiet. The original centers of power here trace back over 1,000 years to 966 AD, when the Bandal-Goti Rajputs established the early stronghold of Raipur Amethi. Those local rulers consistently defied central authority. In 1743, the Raja of Amethi refused to submit to Nawab Safdar Jang, triggering an 18-day military siege that destroyed the local fort, ruins of which are visible today. That local resistance carried through the 1857 Awadh War, where descendant Babu Bhup Singh played a critical role in the rebellion against British forces. Amidst this conflict, the forests of Amethi also produced profound Awadhi culture. In 1540, the Sufi poet Malik Muhammad Jayasi wrote the oldest surviving epic in the Awadhi language, Padmawat, while living in the local region. Long before the first modern ballot was cast, Amethi's identity was cemented. This is a region forged by centuries of fierce independence and cultural creation. The modern version of Amethi began to take shape when the Awadh and Rohilkhand Railway arrived in 1898. That infrastructure integrated a collection of isolated hamlets into a connected, accessible hub. Today, the local economy remains tied to that land. Farmers work the mineral-rich alluvial soil to grow wheat, sugarcane, and the distinct munj grass used in traditional regional crafts. This map illustrates the sharp contrast dividing Amethi. While the majority of the district is green agrarian space, the Jagdishpur industrial area operates as a concentrated high-tech footprint. Inside sits AHL's avionics division, manufacturing aircraft electronics, alongside the Indorama plant producing agricultural fertilizers. The development extends beyond manufacturing. Amethi hosts India's premier civil aviation flying school, alongside the Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Petroleum Technology, a specialized university granted the status of an institute of national importance. This creates a jarring paradox. You have a deeply rural farming district that simultaneously hosts defense aerospace manufacturing and elite national engineering institutes. This high-profile infrastructure created significant local expectations for wealth. Those expectations were often left unmet. During the decades of Gandhi representation, a disconnect emerged. National-level facilities were constructed, yet the surrounding rural population remained within a stagnant local economy. This lack of localized economic mobility frustrated key voter bases, particularly Dalit and OBC communities. This visualization highlights a persistent friction point: rising industrial investment against stagnant local prosperity indicators. This gap provided the backdrop for 2019. While many factors influenced the vote, that 55,000 vote deficit reflected a growing demand for a different kind of progress, one that reached the villages rather than just the industrial zones. When Congress reclaimed the seat in the 2024 elections, it clearly showed that the voters of Amethi have become highly transactional. They are now actively evaluating their representatives, rewarding or punishing them based on tangible development results. Amethi has come full circle. It evolved from an ancient Rajput stronghold and a modern dynasty's safe seat into India's most fiercely competitive electorate. The people here are leveraging their vote to force the progress they have waited for.